Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and this is apparently the week of deconstruction. So I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff apart and over to the blaster to get blasted. My buddy Brooke is doing some blasting for me, and I'm trying to put a bunch of stuff together. So we did the 5 window that we took apart to get the rear taken apart and sent over to be blasted, and I can be doing some welding on that. He's got my my lift that we got in Detroit. He's got the big pieces from that. They're getting blasted. Some other odds and ends, and I decided just to get myself ahead, I'm going to try and get the 3 window taken apart today, and we're going to get the frame deconstructed so we can take this frame, get it away, get it blasted so that when I start doing the sub rails, much like we did the 5 window, I can work on repairing the frame and building the sub rails and floors off of a nice clean frame. It just works so well in that car. I'm going to try and do the same thing on this one. So we're going to work on taking this car apart. This car needs a lot of moving around. When they channeled and chopped this car, the doors overlap in the front, the gaps are messed up in the back, and I think we're going to end up having to cut this car up a little bit to get everything to kind of fit again. So we're just going to use some ratchet straps to basically brace the body while we pull it off, because there's no sense in like welding everything up solid when we have to cut it apart to break it into pieces anyway. So we're going to work on taking this apart today, show you what we're doing along the way, and hopefully we'll make a big mess by the end of this and we'll have the frame all deconstructed. So let's get started. Put the grill on the pile of grills. And ratchet strap just go. It's gonna look like I don't have as many cars in. Take them all apart. Yep. Look, I got rid of some shit. Now we just took it apart so they're one.
Yep, they make smaller piles like pieces.
Alright, so we got the body hanging. I figured before we set it, we pull the frame out, I'll show you guys. You can see when they channeled this thing, the like original sub rails are basically still in the body there. They run along the inner rocker, if you will. We're using like modern terms. So they just cut it off right where there's a flange. I think normally there is like a 90 that comes off right here, and then a floor kind of like laps over it. So they just took the cutting torch and just went right along the edge, cut that all out and left it in, and all that's actually really solid on this car. So I think I can kind of use them to build off of once we fix some of the body alignment issues, which is cool. So yeah, we've got this hanging, and what we're going to do is just basically roll this frame out and disassemble it, and then we can set the body back down on just some stands and we'll have it all taken apart. But I had like no bolts holding this together, so it was almost like cheating. It was like so easy. So just got these straps in here kind of holding everything together. So we'll get this frame pulled apart and be ready to go. big giant mess. We got the body all apart. We kind of consolidated the parts sitting here, and we got the frame loaded up in my truck, and I'm taking it over to my buddy Brooke to get it blasted along with the rear end for the Schroll car. So everything went really well because the car was already pretty much apart, as you guys can see. I got the front and rear axle just sitting together here. Probably my dad and I are gonna work on taking these apart and just scavenging whatever parts are good or usable to sell or keep for a future build, get rid of the stuff that's junk, and and then we'll consolidate all that stuff. I have this Franklin quick change here that we put the later like 46/8 bells on it and axles on it, so that's going to help with the clearance issues in the rear. And then I have some old chrome stuff. I got a 37 chrome tube axle with we have some rear radius rods that are chrome, drums, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to start putting some of that stuff together, much like the Schroll car, kind of put new bearings and all that stuff in that, and get all that ready while we're working on everything else. But yeah, got the big thing's going to be working on this body. So for right now, it's probably just going to sit for a little bit while the frame's getting blasted. Got a bunch of other projects, but at least we made some sort of movement on this car, because I haven't really done much with it other than stare at it. It's a little depressing now that the engine's all out of it and all the good stuff's missing, but it still looks cool sitting here. So that is all we have for this video. So thank you guys for following along. Can't wait to get moving on the 3-window. Probably be something towards the end of the summer or fall and into the winter that we'll probably get a little more heavily into. But for right now, I'm just trying to get some stuff moving in the background so that we can keep working on projects and keep stuff flowing like we do, and keep you guys getting 3 videos a week, which is a ton of work in itself. Thanks guys for watching. Catch you later.